Welcome to the Energy CEO Show, where strategy meets soul and leadership starts in the body. I'm your host, Gina Soleil. If you've been feeling like something about the way you're working just doesn't work anymore, this space is for you. Whether you're leading a business, growing a team, or navigating a season of change, and you're ready for a more aligned way forward, we're here to explore what that looks like. Today's conversation is about the Leadership Harmonic practice, the presence. Why presence, not planning, changes everything. If you're new here, you'll hear me use a few words in these conversations, like frequency, codes, and harmonics. Here's what I mean. Leadership harmonics are practical, energetic truths, principles that help leaders and entrepreneurs stay clear and steady, especially when things feel noisier and uncertain. When I say frequency, I'm talking about the energetic state you're operating from, the tone your body holds, even before you speak. It's the signal people feel when you walk into a room, whether they can name it or not. And when I talk about codes, I'm referring to the energetic patterns that live underneath your thoughts, beliefs, values, and identity. Like cells in your body, these codes shape how you lead, how you decide, and what you attract. They're the invisible architecture of your frequency, and they directly influence the outcomes you see in your business and your life. Most people try to change things at the surface, the plan, the brand, the strategy, and while those things matter, they're not the real driver of results. The real driver is what's behind the strategy. It's your frequency. Here on the Energy CEO Show, we work at that level. We help you tune your frequency through harmonics and rewire the codes shaping your leadership so you can build in a way that feels good, works, and actually lasts. Let's drop into today's Leadership Harmonic, practice the presence. A while ago, I had a day on my calendar blocked out for deep work. No calls, no meetings, just space to write, record, and move the needle on some big projects. And yet, by 11 a.m., I had already checked my phone 17 times, cleaned the kitchen, answered a random message, added 3 things to my project board, and somehow I was reorganizing a drawer I hadn't looked at in months. It wasn't that I didn't want to do the work. I did. But something felt off, like I couldn't land, like my body was in the room, but I wasn't actually in the room. And then it hit me. I was prepared. I was capable. I was clear on what needed to happen, but I wasn't present. That's when this code dropped in. Presence is the skill that makes every other skill work. You can have the right plan, you can have the right strategy, but if you're not in your body, if you're not in the moment, your frequency won't be anchored enough for results to take root. You don't need more information. You don't need more action. You need space for integration so your frequency can stabilize and take root. And integration requires presence. This is the step most people skip. They get the insight, but they don't stay long enough to let it land. They know what to do, but they can't get themselves to do it because the signal hasn't sunk in. In the world of leadership, there is a premium placed on thinking ahead, staying busy, and being productive. But presence? Presence feels too slow, too still, too unproductive. But here's the truth. Presence isn't the opposite of productivity. It's the foundation of it. If you can't access presence, you'll keep overriding your own clarity. You'll force things that aren't aligned. You'll operate from adrenaline instead of authority. And eventually, you'll burn out. Presence isn't just a mindset. It's a muscle. You don't become present just by saying, I want to be present. You become present by practicing presence again and again. until your system knows how to stay with itself. Presence isn't just for meditation cushions and mindfulness retreats. It belongs in your morning planning. It belongs in the hard conversations. It belongs when you're writing content, building offers, and managing your team. Presence isn't a luxury. It's a leadership skill, and it's one that actually compounds over time. The more present you become, the faster you'll hear the signal, the clearer your decisions, the less you spin, and the more power you carry because your energy is actually with you. If you're listening to this and you're sensing that presence may be missing in parts of your life or leadership, here's a simple practice to help you return to your body, anchor to your truth, and move forward from your center. It's called the Harmonic Presence Reset, and it works. You can do it with me now or listen to learn the steps. For this practice, find a comfortable seat in a chair, on your bed, or on the floor, and set the timer for around 3 to 5 minutes. The first step is simply putting one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Close your eyes and move into the second step, which is simply breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slow it down. Let the breath find its own rhythm. Feel the air move through you. Let it soften the edges of your day. And when you begin to sense yourself relaxing a little bit more, releasing a little bit more, now move into step 3, which is all about the body. And bring your attention to sensation. Feel your feet on the floor, your back in the chair or floor, or if you're sitting on the bed. Feel your hands resting on your body. Maybe you feel your heartbeat. Maybe you notice subtle tension. Wiggle your fingers. Soften your jaw. Let your body arrive. And as you move into step 4, notice your field. Here's where you simply notice. How does your energy feel right now? Is it open or tight, clear or scattered, grounded or floating? There's nothing you need to fix. Just witness. Because when you witness your field without judgment, you're training your nervous system to return to signal. And you're elevating your frequency gently from within. Keep breathing as you now slowly open your eyes. Let your body stay present. And when you're ready, take one full breath in and a long, slow exhale out. Let this moment lead. Presence first, action second. That's how your frequency leads. And this week, I want you to take this even further. Don't just practice presence in stillness. Bring it into motion. The next time you're getting ready for a call, writing a post, sending a proposal, having a hard conversation, creating something new, doing something that feels big, especially before deciding, pause for 10 seconds before you begin. Drop in, feel your feet, breathe, and then take action. Because when presence leads, your tone softens, your words sharpen, your field stabilizes, and the whole thing feels less forced. This is how you integrate the frequency you've been trying to hold. The result? More inner power, more clarity, more satisfaction, and more effectiveness in the now. Because presence is what allows a code to anchor. It's what lets your strategy stick. It's what transforms an insight into a decision and a decision into a result. Presence isn't woo. It's the leadership skill that makes the rest of your leadership real. Thanks for tuning into the Energy CEO Show. If this episode gave you one thing to act on, choose it. Let it be simple. Let it be enough. That's how presence works. And if you're ready for a deeper reset, join me for Clarity First, a free on-demand recalibration for leaders and entrepreneurs who are ready for a more aligned way of working. You can start your Clarity First reset at theenergyceo.com. Until next time, breathe, land, lead, because your presence is the signal and your energy is the strategy.